car can be a very intimidating process, but don't worry, we've got help. We are talking to an industry insider, Jesse Papp, joining us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You have worked in and around the car business for some 20 years. You're going to give us some good tips when it comes to buying a used car, and you say there are some things that we should do before we even leave the house.
Absolutely. First, you should be prepared, and not just prepared for the car you want to buy. We all want to know the gas mileage you're going to get. We all want to know the performance, but just as important, we want to know how to pay for it. Know what you're going to qualify in terms of financing. If you pick out a vehicle that's a little bit older, you might not quite get the premium finance terms. When you go into a dealership, if you know what you'll qualify for, you're better armed to negotiate the price and not just the payment.
Okay, so know your credit score. Number two.
Number two, know the car type that you want, but be flexible. You're never going to find exactly the car you want in the exact color, the exact equipment, and the exact price. You've got to be a little flexible. You got to be ready to go up in miles, maybe lose some equipment, maybe even pay a little bit more money.
And then you say there's a specific type of dealership, if you're going to head to a dealership, that you should consider going to.
Yes, if you're buying, for example, a used Honda, try to go to a Honda franchise store. Or if you're buying a used Chevy, try to go to a Chevy franchise store.
Why is that?
Well, a number of different reasons. A lot of times they're able to buy cars a little bit cheaper at, for example, a Honda closed auction or a GM closed auction and offer the savings to you. Also, they're able to offer the factory warranty to you in an extended term. So if you want to add another 2 or 3 years to your warranty, you can do that through the manufacturer. Where if you're buying from just a used car dealer that doesn't have a franchise, you may not have that benefit.
So once you get to the dealership, then what?
Well, there's a couple keys, and there's some resources that you can help make sure that you're buying the right car. We've all heard of Carfax online. That's going to give you a good vehicle history report of the vehicle itself. Also, there's available AutoCheck. A lot of people don't know about that. They often access the same databases, but you'll sometimes get a little more information in an AutoCheck that you don't have in a Carfax, or vice versa. You may have more information in a Carfax that you don't have in an AutoCheck. Ask for both, so you'll have the whole history of the vehicle. And
then you also say bring it to a mechanic. Now, if you're buying it off of Craigslist, that makes sense to me, but can you even do that if you're going to a dealership?
Absolutely. A good dealership that's confident in their merchandise will allow you to take it to your independent mechanic. Now, when you go to your mechanic, he probably is going to find a couple flaws in it. It is a used car. So again, be a little bit flexible. Have him look at the engine, have him look at the transmission, and have him check the brakes. Outside of that, have him give his opinion about whether he thinks it's a good, safe car for you.
So now it's time to close the deal. What do we do?
Well, first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're negotiating price, not just payment. And that really relates to being approved before you go in to see the dealer. The dealers know that it's a lot easier for you to justify a $25 or $30 payment increase than it is a $1,500 or $2,000 price increase. So again, arming yourself with the knowledge of what you will qualify for will help you calculate what your payment is going to be based on the price of the vehicle.
And don't just focus on what the monthly payment is, because they can stretch that out 7-10 years, couldn't they?
Exactly. And when you're negotiating a car deal, it's all about leverage. And the best leverage you can arm yourself with is your ability to get up and walk away, or to do the deal right now. When you do make an offer, make the offer based on, I'm going to buy the car right now.
And on that note, you say if something doesn't feel good.
If you're in finance and you're signing the paperwork and something doesn't feel right, it's your right to get up and walk away, or ask questions. Don't keep your mouth shut. If there's something you're not understanding or something you're uncomfortable with, make sure that your opinion is heard.
All right, Jesse Papp, thank you for giving us an insider's perspective on this. And if you missed any of those tips, no worries. We're going to make it real simple for you. We'll put it all on our website, azfamily.com. Happy shopping.
Great information. Thank you, Gina.